night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go.
You were in the living room with Taeyong, cuddling while watching a movie, when Taeyong's eyes landed on the wall clock. Babe, I'll take you to your house. It's already 12 midnight, he said and about to get up. But you stepped in and hugged his waist even tighter. I don't want to go home, you said, while sobbing your face on his chest. Huh? He replied with a mixture of shock because your behavior was new. You are not the sweet type of person, but this week ago, you were sweet to him and you always wanted to be with him. Babe, you call him. Hmm? He replied. You look up and stare at him. Can I sleep here? You ask. That makes Taeyong even shocked. He gulped and say, well, it's okay with me, but I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself and I can do something to you. You just smile and say, then I give myself to you tonight. Taeyong holds your chin and asks you, are you sure you won't regret it? You nod and say, I'm sure I won't regret it. As Taeyong placed his hands on your armpit and left you as he made you sit on his lap. I love you, remember that, Taeyong said, and kissed you. Next morning, Taeyong woke up and found himself shirtless. He chuckled when he remembered what happened to you last night. He looked around but he didn't see you. Babe? Babe? But no one answered. So he got up and went to the living room. But you weren't there. Even your stuff wasn't there. So he went back to his room. She should have woken me up before she left. He was about to pick up his phone to call you until he saw a paper on the table. He approached it and realized that it was a letter from you. He smiled and started to read the letter, but his smile faded. Dear Kim Taeyong, honestly, I'm really happy with the 3 years of our relationship, and I really felt your love for me. But I'm sorry, Tae. I'm the one who changed. I'm sorry, Taeyong. Don't look for me, please. Let's break up. Taeyong fell on the floor in shock at what he read. He started sweating and felt anxious. His world fell apart and his heart broke into tiny pieces. No, this is not true, he said and started to cry. He just cried and cried when he thought of talking to you. So he took his phone and dialed your number, but you can't be reached. He wiped his tears and got dressed. After that, he got in his car and went to your house, but you weren't there. So he thought of going to your office where you were working. But he found out from your boss, which is his friend, that you've been on leave for 4 days since yesterday. So Taeyong is even more confused about what's really going on. Even your friends don't know where you are. 3 days later, you got off the taxi and took your things. You walked to the gate of the house you were renting, when suddenly someone pulled you as he pinned you to the gate. You look up and about to scream, but you saw Taeyong, who was very angry. The way he looks at you is scary. In 3 years together, this is the first time seeing him like that. Where have you been? I've been looking for you for 3 days. You tried to remove his hand that was holding your hand tightly, while pinning you to the gate, but he tightened his grip even more. Let me go, Tay. I'm hurt. What's going on? I deserve an explanation from you. Don't be rude to say what you want to say to me only through the letter. Ah, so you want to hear it from my own mouth. Okay, we're done, Taeyong. I ended our 3 years relationship. For what reason? Reason? I don't love you anymore. I'm not happy with you anymore. And I'm not happy with our relationship anymore. I don't believe you, YN. I know you love me. I'm sorry. You want to know where I'm from? I came from my new boyfriend and I stay with him there. What? I cheated on you. I'm sorry because I'm the kind of person who can't be satisfied with one man. I'm tired of you, so I look for a new one. If you don't love me, then why did you give yourself to me? You were stopped by what Theo said. You actually want to stop lying to him, but you can't. And you can't be weak in front of him. You have to convince him that you are a bad girl and you are a piece of trash so that he stays away from you. Since you're my first boyfriend and you were kind to me, so I give myself to you. But don't get me wrong, because what we both did, I'm sure we will do the same with my new boyfriend. You're an asshole, YN. You just played with me. You smile in front of him, but deep inside, your heart crash. I know. You snatch your hand and open the gate as you get inside, leaving Taeyong behind. How dare you, YN? How dare you? I love you with all my heart, but this is what I got. Okay, you played with me, then I will play with you too. I will never stop until I see you suffer and kneel back to me. You rush into the living room and close the door. After that, you just burst in tears and punch your chest. You hate yourself for what you were telling him because you know it was all a lie. You are disgusting, YN. You are disgusting. As you start throwing things. Next day, you have to go to the office since your 4 days vacation leave is over. You went straight to your desk. When your phone rang, it's Dexon, your boss, who turned to be Taeyong's friend. He called you to his office. I'm sorry, YN, but I have to fire you. Sir? But why? Sir, this is not possible. There must be a proper process and a reason why you should fire me. YN, I'm having a hard time and I'm stuck between you and Taeyong. Who should I choose? Believe me, I don't want to fire you, but Taeyong will withdraw all his shares in my company if I don't fire you. I hope you understand that I have 70 employees who depends on me against you, who is alone. After hearing Taeyong's name, you realize that all of this is Taeyong's doing. I understand, sir. I'm sorry if you were also affected by our problem. What's going on with you guys? Tell me, maybe I can help you. Thank you for your concern, sir. But our problem is just between us. Anyways, thank you, sir. You know Taeyong is a childish and spoiled brat. He used to getting what he wants, since he is the son of one of the richest businessmen. You don't want anyone else to suffer because of you, So you just leave Dixon's company voluntarily. You were walking up the street with your stuff when suddenly a car was coming, and it seems like you were going to be run over. In fear, you just scream and close your eyes. Oh, Bian! I didn't notice you. I thought you were a trash. You open your eyes and found out that Theon was the driver of the car. You just ignore him and continue walking, even though your whole body was shaking and nervous. You were in the living room looking at the job hirings in the newspaper and on websites until you heard the doorbell ring. So you stood up and opened the door. Mrs. Kang, do you need anything? You said to your landlady. YN, I'm here to inform you that you have to leave this apartment, your landlady said. But why? My payment is complete. I'm sorry I didn't inform you right away. I've been wanting to sell this building for a long time, but no one wants it. Then last day someone came here and said he was going to buy my property, double the price that I wanted. But he wants us to leave immediately. Don't worry, I give you your money back. You asked who the buyer was, and you found out it's Theo. Now, you don't have a job, you don't even have a house. It's good that you found a house to move right away. It's a little bit old, but you have no choice. That's all you can afford in your budget. You need to save since you don't have a job yet. You already applied for all the hiring jobs, but not a single one has called you yet. One night, you came home late because you were going somewhere. You went inside the house, but you were surprised to see your stepbrother. Why are you here? How did you get into my house? You yelled at him. He stood up since he was sitting on the chair while waiting for you. Come with me. Why did you insist on living in this small house? I'd rather live here than go with you. Get out. Get out of my house. I already did what you want. I broke up with Theo. So stay away from us. Why? Do you think because you left him, I will leave you? You evil jerk. You promised me that you won't hurt Theo, and you let me go if I leave Theo. Oops, sorry. I lied. I will only stop if you love me back. That won't happen, jerk. I only love one person, and that's none other than Theo. You can't have me over and my dead body. Then, let's see, Alex said, and hugged you and trying to kiss you forcefully. You tried to kick him and beat him, but he's more stronger than you. He started kissing your neck. Good thing you grabbed something hard and hit him on the head. He got dizzy, so you get up quickly. But he grabbed your feet that makes you fall and hit your lips, and it bled. Don't fight, YN, because I won't allow myself not to get you tonight, he said, and come closer to you. That won't happen, you said, and kick him hard. He fell down again, and you got up quickly and successfully escaped. Alex, he is your stepbrother who is obsessed with you. He has been in prison several times, and you can tell he is really a bad person. He threatened you that he will kill Theo if you don't break up with him. According to him, since he can't have you, no one else can benefit from you. You know he can kill people. That's why you choose to break up with Theo, because your conscience can handle it if the person you love will die because of you. You just run and run like a fool. You don't know what to do. You even don't know where to go. You don't want to go to the police because you are ashamed to say that you almost got until you pass a convenience store. You go in to hide because you feel like Alex is following you. Wait, don't tell me you apply work here. You turned around and saw Theo. You want to hug him and tell him the truth, but you don't know if he will still believe you. So you choose to go out to the store, but he follow you. Are you not going to give up, YN? He asked. You turned around and faced him. No, because I want to leave. But if you want to see me die, then kill me. Kill me right now because I'm tired, you said while looking at him. Wait, what happened to your lips? Finally, he noticed that your lips are bleeding and your blouse is torn. Babe, what happened to you? You have no chance to answer him because you suddenly pass out. Taeyong brought you immediately to the hospital. He was worried about what really happened to you, so he ordered his assistant to investigate. And that's when he found out that your neighbor called the police after hearing someone asking for help at your house. And Taeyong even more nervous when he found out who the police found at your house. You told him before that your stepbrother is obsessed with you, but after being imprisoned, you never mentioned him again. Taeyong had no idea that he was already out of jail and started harassing you again. If that person did something to you, I will really kill him, he said while touching your head. You suddenly get up and start screaming to let you go. Taeyong knew something was really wrong, so he hugged you tightly. Shh, it's okay. I'm here, he said. Babe, is that you? It's me. At that time, you burst in tears like there is no tomorrow. Taeyong doesn't know how to comfort you because he knows that you are emotionally exhausted and damaged. After 30 minutes of crying non-stop, finally you slowly calm down. So Taeyong asks you what really happened. You don't want to speak at first, but Taeyong forced you. How can I help you if you don't want to tell me? He said. So you gather all your courage and tell him everything without any lies. After Taeyong heard on what you said and know everything, he punched the wall over and over again until his fist bleeding in anger at Alex and also anger at himself. He really blames himself. He hurt you that he didn't even know the whole truth. The truth that you just want to save him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, babe. Please forgive me. Do you still love me after all the lies I told you? I never stopped loving you, YN. I have 3 reasons why I don't want to let you go. First, because I really love you. Second, it's hard to find someone like you. And last, I want to spend my rest of life with you. You start crying again after you heard what he said. All the pain disappeared, and was replaced by happiness. They say you are weak, but you can't do anything. Your love for Taeyong is your weakness. Taeyong does everything to get Alex imprisoned for assaulting you, and if he is released, Taeyong makes sure that he will never be able to get close to you. And because of what happened, Taeyong proposed to you so that you can be together for life. For those who will ask how did Taeyong know that YN was in the convenience store, he found out that YN already moved to another house, so he looked for her and accidentally saw her entering the store. Get it? The end. Thank you for watching, Goobies.